Hey folks, this is Pastor Jim from Crosspoint Church in Bettendorf, Iowa. You know, we all have anchors in our lives that keep us from drifting too far downriver or sliding off the mountain. These anchors can be maybe a spouse or a partner, a trusted friend, maybe a community of origin. For people of faith, our anchor is God, isn't it? The Bible says we have an anchor for our soul. But there's times that we feel like maybe we've drifted off course and we need to reconnect with that anchor. This is certainly true with Joshua and the nation of Israel. They've had a tumultuous time. They've won a couple of victories. They've lost a strategic one. They had to deal with sin and rebellion amongst the people, and according to the words of Moses, they're feeling the need to go into enemy territory, actually, to a place called Mount Ebal, a place that has deep roots in their culture, going back 500 years to the patriarchs who built houses and altars there. And they're going to Mount Ebal to reconnect, to recovenant with God, to reestablish their covenant. So they prepare sacrifices. They read the law. It's a beautiful ceremony, and they recovenant with God. We may feel like we need to reconnect with God as well, but it's important for us to remember that we're in a different covenant than the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel's covenant with God was dependent on their obedience, their loyalty, and their holiness. And so it needed to be renewed and reestablished in order to continue to maintain the success and the integrity of the covenant. We're in a new covenant that we read about in Jeremiah 31, where it's based on God's character, on His grace, and He places His law within our hearts, and He removes sin from us, and according to Scripture, remembers them no more. And it's based on what He does. It's not based on my obedience. It's not based on my loyalty. It's certainly not based on my holiness. It's based on God's holiness. So we may go through those seasons, and they're good seasons to reconnect, to recommit, maybe even to put some new disciplines in our lives. But while we're doing those things, remember that we have a covenant that God has made with us. And when God makes a covenant with His people, He gets it right the first time. There's no reason to redo it. Once we've been born again, we can't be unborn. So pursue God with your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and remember that He is the anchor for our soul. We're going to talk more about this next Sunday at 9:15 and 11. I hope you can make it, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for listening.